What's up, guys? It's August 25th, 2025. Bears had a nice day today. Had We had a rally. It was kind of sideways, and then we sold off, and we had a breakout below the higher time frame EMA. I didn't take any trades today. I requested a payout with Apex, so I'm waiting to see if that gets approved or denied, and then once that happens, I'll keep pushing. Hopefully, find out by tomorrow, close of business. So I do like the trade. I was gonna trade it with the Nasdaq, and I was taking trade. I wasn't taking trades. I was just placing fibs today. I saw this trade. And I don't know. I always feel funny talking about which trades I would take after the market's printed, but I don't know if I would take it here or here. So that's one trade that I would have liked to take. Breakout and pullback, second leg. And we don't really have two. There's two bars in a row here. So there's a breakout and pullback. Wouldn't get filled. Now we're coming to that third leg, and there's not really a setup because there's not two bars in a row. Maybe I take this, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's say I do take it just because, so that's a loss. So again, this is a toss-up. Wouldn't get filled here. This is a loss. But then I was trading the downside, theoretically, and then here's a winner. And there's another winner right around here. And I don't know if I would take this third leg down, but let's say I did. Something like this. And then there's three winners in a row. So the system would have prevailed today. If you guys are interested about learning how I trade and find entries and exits, check out the membership section. I talk about trap traders and where I'm placing entries, why I'm placing entries. Sometimes I exit early, why this trade was a loss. And yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to the members and subscribers. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing and even joining the membership. I think that's really cool, and I do appreciate all of you. So let's get into the breakdown. Again, I focus on second legs and market cycle. So this is the weekly chart, this is the daily chart, and this is the 5-minute chart where I place trades on NASDAQ. Last week was interesting because it was a bear bar, and then it ended up becoming a bull bar, which gave the bulls. Why can't I draw? Something's not right with this. Give me a second here, guys. That's so weird. All right, so I guess my drawing tool is not working. We're just gonna do it like this. So bears, it was looking like a bear bar, but then all of a sudden we had a rally and they got their second leg up. All right, now it's working. I don't know why it wasn't working off on the screen, but it's still not working. So it's working off screen, but not on screen. That's so weird. Anyways, rally, pullback, leg 2 for the bulls. And we see that happening right around here. This is the daily chart. I'm gonna pause this and figure this out because I need that tool. All right, thanks for holding up. So leg 1 for the bears, deep pullback, and breaks the breakout point. That kind of takes away the leg 1 pullback leg 2, but look at this bar here. It's a leg 1 pullback climactic leg 2, second leg trap into support, and now the bulls are rallying. Leg 1 pullback 2, pullback 3, pullback leg 4, possibly double top. Again, I like to talk about trap traders. So when a double top is happening, it's bulls getting trapped. Bulls buy up here, they buy more here, and when price comes back to their original entry, they get out. And that's enough selling pressure because bears are shorting highs and bulls are selling out of a bad trade for a break even or a small profit or even a small loss. They're selling out. And that's what creates enough selling pressure for a leg 2, or excuse me, a leg 1. And then we have a deep pullback. So bulls that buy up here, buy more down here. And look at this. Look at this. Problem with this trade is that if bear stops are up here, so that's a bear stop. Kind of a lousy stop. So bulls buy up here. Okay. Bulls buy up here. They're now trapped. They buy more down here. Market rallies. This is their break-even price. So we get filled short. But this was a strong bar, strong to get its own leg 2. So this is not a trade I would feel comfortable in because this in itself is a breakout bar. We are late in the trend, so this could be a buy vacuum, we won't know until more bars print. But right now, bears looking for that leg 2 down here and continuing down. An example of a bullish leg 1, leg 2 that worked out nicely. Bears short down here, hoping the market collapses, but instead they're now trapped in this rally. So they short down here, they short up here. 50% from this entry to this entry is going to be their break-even price, which is our entry to get long, because bears are buying back shorts. So bears short down here, they short up here. Market comes to 50% mark, and look at, so comparing what I just said, how this is a breakout bar that could get its leg 2 for the bears. This is also a sell-off, but look at this tail. So it sold off and rallied, sold off and rallied. So there's more buying pressure at the 50% mark, letting us know that bears are trying to get out. Versus this leg, I'm gonna change the color. See on this breakout bar, so bulls buy up here, they buy down here. This bar is trying to get leg 2, and bulls are making money. So I would feel more confident in longs, leg 1, pullback, leg 2, than I would in shorts, leg 1, pullback, leg 2. And again, we're in a trading range. We have a rally up here and a rally down here. So both sides can make their money, you know. Maybe bulls were scalping out here because they realized this was a climactic bar, and that gives some space for bears. Maybe the market comes down here, bears make a little money, buy back shorts because they're above support, and then bulls get that target. In trading ranges, both sides are making money, both sides are averaging down. That's what makes it hard. Breakouts fail in reverse, and second legs usually become second leg traps, how we have here. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2. Oh yeah, let's do the breakdown. We have a gap down with follow through, bar 1. I've updated these scripts every day and they still have that circle there. It annoys me. Okay, we have a gap down, bar 1, follow through. Bar 2 is a bull bar with a tail. So trading range, even though bar 1's bearish, there's a tail here and a tail here. So that's trading range behavior. Lots of overlap with 2 and 3. Bar 4 sells off and rallies. So selling at highs, buying at lows, sideways price action. There's a leg 1, leg 2 here. Not a trade I would take, but the leg 1 for the bulls start here. Deep pullback with bar 4. And then rallies, hits our target with 6, 7. Bulls try and rally into the, you know what I just noticed? This line is purple. I like blue. Okay, 20 EMA, 45 EMA. Okay. So market rallies to the EMA, has more sellers, and now bears are selling off. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2 possibly. Not necessarily a trade I would take. Bulls buy up here, they buy more lower. We get fit, so bulls now sell out at break-even price 11, and then their target's met on 11 as well. Then there's another shallow leg down from 14 to 15. So if you didn't get filled here, you do have an opportunity to take this trade again. That's not something I do, but it would have worked in this situation. Bar 16 sells off and then rallies, trapping bears who think this is going to collapse. They're looking for this behavior, but instead it traps them 16. Look at this trade right here. I don't take 1 bar trades usually. I did last week. Bears that short down here, trap, they're going to short the EMA. They get out at break even on 18. That's this middle line represents their break even price. And then it rallies, you hit your target 18, 19. Nice trade there. 18 through 21, it's a rally shot to get a second leg. 22 becomes a shallow pullback, and you can see that second leg's met with 24. Now we have a good trade that I would like to take because it's a good rally, many bars in a row, and I see a tail on 18, so I know bears shorted here and they got trapped because it reversed and started to rally. Bear short down here, they short more up here, filled on 27, exit on 31, 32. There's your leg 1, leg 2 trade. Pretty nice. And look at this pullback. Again, remember, think about this, how I said I'm not comfortable with this pullback for the bears because bulls are making money. Look at this pullback. It is 4 bear bars in a row, trying to get second leg down, but it's shallow. Tail here. So when bulls buy this, it's sold off. Bulls buy this, it's sold off. Bulls bought this, it's sold off. Bulls starts to buy the EMA. The reason I'm talking about bulls buying this and selling off is because more bulls are trapped, so more bulls will be inclined to average in instead of hitting out of long super above the higher time frame EMA. So bulls are getting trapped, they're averaging in. Bears are trapped down here and they want to buy back shorts, and there's enough juice now to catch a second leg. Leg 1, pull back 2. 27 through the high of 32 is a leg. I don't know if I think I would go for it, because more so than not, I'm more inclined to take trades than avoid them. So here's 27. Bears get short. They have a little bit of time to get out of break even. Some bears buy back shorts, causing a surge on 29. Other bears are holding this trade, and now they're trapped from 27 to the high of 32. And then they short here, they short more up here. Look at the break-even price, this middle line. 34, we get filled long on 34, and then the market starts to rally for 2 legs. Leg 1, pull back leg 2. Now we've had 2 to 3 long trades in a row, which also signifies that we could be in that third leg. I would try my best to avoid this trade here. And then it sells off, bar 40, midday reversal, kind of nice. That's actually really cool. Bulls failed to close the gap, bar 40, bad follow through after bulls have had 3 legs up. And the legs are shrinking. Good leg. Okay, get the second leg. Not the biggest leg compared to bar 1 or the first leg, but it does get a second leg. And then the third leg is the smallest. Reverses down 40 through 43. I like this trade. In my opinion, this was one of the better trades today. Bearish breakout. Bulls that buy the high of 40, buy more lower, 43. They're trapped. This middle line represents the break-even price. We get filled short on 45, and then our targets met on 49 and 51. Very nice. And what's awesome about it, I really like this setup because the leg 1, pull back leg 2, but then the leg 2 where we are trading, it sets us up for the next leg. So now 45 through 51 is a leg down. Bulls are buying the high of 46, and we know that because this is a bull bar closing out high and 45 has a tail. So that bulls were betting that we'd be at least in trade range or have more price action above the EMA. Instead, it sells off, bad follow through 45. So bulls buy up here, they buy more down here. Break even price is right there, and we see 52. 52 is actually a good breakout bar, and it does get follow through. But then look at the tail on 53. There's a tail on the EMA, so that lets us know bears shorting the EMA. And then we're in profits pretty quickly, 54, 55. Lower high, 57, 56, and 57. Good bear bar. 58. Sean's to get second leg down on its own because there's momentum, small tail. Bear bar closing out slow. And then our target's hit on 59. So you can see, the reason this system, I really like this system, is because there's at least one trade a day. It works with the market cycle. I like to trade channels because the market's always channeling somehow. And it works around trap traders. In previous videos, I said there's math behind it, and the math is very simple. It's not complicated. It's just if bulls buy up here, they buy more down here. So we pull from there, we pull from here, and the math is the average of these 2 entries right here. So we take that, bulls bought up here, bulls bought up down here, and the math is the average entry of these 2 buys is this line. So that's where we get short because bulls want to sell out of longs. Voila, that second leg hits. Now we have another channel down, 58 through 64 is low. I'm skeptical on this because it's the third leg, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bear bars in a row. Sean to get at least the second leg down. Bulls are going to buy 56 and 57, hoping that it's a reversal. Instead, they're trapped on 58. I don't really like the tail on bar 59, I'm not going to lie. But nonetheless, the trade does work. Bear channel down. Sean to get second leg, bulls buy up here. They buy more down here. Market rallies. Excuse me. Someone's got a spam caller. Market rallies into the break-even price. The bulls buy up here. They buy down here. This blue line's the break-even, sells off, and we hit our target very quickly, 65 and 66. We've had 3 legs. Well, we've had 3 trades that worked pretty well. We're coming around to the low of the day, and before we see these bars, it kind of looks like a trading range day, big up, big down. I don't know if I would take this, but bulls buy the high of 64, buy the high of 65. They buy more lower. We get built on 68, and then we get our target 69, 70. that's 4 trades in a row. Even if we did take this loser here, we're up on the day. At this point in time, I would call it. I've been trying to trade less and just have more quality trades. If you guys want to push the envelope, we're up on the day. Bulls buy up here. They buy more down here. For me, I would get filled on 75 because I put my limit orders 1 tick below. So this is the line. My limit orders 1 tick below. I get filled. But if you don't want to do that and you put your limit order right on the 50%, you'll miss some trades like this. Bulls buy up here. They buy more lower. That's the break-even price. As price approaches, they hit out because they realize they're caught into a bearish breakout. And luckily, some bulls will have avoided a big loss here at the end of day 77. Pretty good day for pullback. I mean, the market's usually channeling. So we had a trading range. We broke out 3 legs up. And a wedge is also a type of a trading range. And then we had a bearish breakout below the EMA. That was just scalp city for us. Hope you guys did good. Again, I didn't get to trade today because I'm waiting for Apex to approve or deny my payout. Be pretty interesting. I have been trading for 4 years now. My first year of trading was like call out discords and just random crap. Second year I found Al Brooks. Third year I started Systems Academy, which brings us into my 4th year here, where I'm using everything I learned between Al Brooks and Systems Academy. So hope I can help you guys. And if these videos don't help you, please let me know if there's anything I can say to you in the Discord, if we could talk privately. I hope you guys have a good one. If you learn something, share a show. Don't be a hoe. The market just opened up and it's not even nothing. All right, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you for your time. Bye.